Oh, I remember that one. Remember, you had your right hand over the lens, and one of the camp photographers came along and took it for you. Those photographers are very useful. They go around all the time taking pictures of anything and everything worth taking, helping amateurs like us, taking groups and snapshots for us to send to the folks at home, photographing sports and displays. They're even making color films and newsreels now. Personally, I always find photography thirsty work, but at the Butlin holiday camps we're well served. Oh, they're most accommodating. It so suits your mood, too. There's the American bar, where you can always find most charming company. There's the French bar for a short snifter or a get-together with the girlfriend. In short, there's every type of bar from the Pig and Whistle to the Viennese or parliamentary type. As a matter of fact, I was always just as happy in the coffee bar. Great institution, the coffee bar. Any old time, just when you feel you want something to pull you together, you can go into a coffee bar for jolly good coffee, tasty sandwiches and cakes. And on the next page, Jill in the children's playground at Clacton. It's an awfully good feature of those Butlin holiday camps. We can get the children off our hands whenever we want to. If we were in Jill's and Tony's place, we'd never want a holiday like this to end. Quite apart from the sand and water, for making those things one does make with sand and water, look at the swings, the roundabouts, the slides, the other children to play with, the people around to keep a watchful eye on them. Age 1 year or 100 years, there's something for you in the children's playground. And look at the entertainment they have. More fun than we had in a month of Sundays when we were children. Remember the Punch and Judy show at Clacton? We were able to leave the children to be amused for hours at a time. And that was the photograph we took at Ayr of the house that Jack built. Or should I say Jock built. The Butlin playgrounds are full of things like these. There's so much for them to do. Plenty of exercise, sturdy young muscles, and it does your heart good to look at. This is the coming generation. These are the men and women of tomorrow. And if anyone can see a single thing wrong with any of these youngsters, I'm prepared to risk violent indigestion by eating my Panama. And wherever it is, they're always by the seaside. And there they can do all those things that are always done where the sea meets the sand. Make castles with rail wet water in the moats, play rounders and cricket, paddle, swim, make seats for mother and father, bury our toes, throw balls, do geological research among pebbles, bronze lazily in the sun. What fun it all is. And how those children of ours used to eat. Good thing they're not like that all the year round, isn't it? Eat us out of house and home, wouldn't they? It's all that fresh air and exercise, of course. Still, those people at Butlin seem to be prepared for large appetites. And there's no doubt the service is superb. It's very quick, and the food is always piping hot. And I love the friendly atmosphere in there, too. You get to know your fellow campers, make friends with the folks around. Oh, dear, what fun we've had. Remember the time when Tony excelled himself in the water sports? Yes, those sports were always fun. Even when you're not competing in something yourself, there's always the honor of the house to be upheld. Now, what house were we in at Filey? Oh, I forget now. I think we've been in all of them one time or another. And surprisingly enough, the house we were in always won the water sports. Young Tony really amazed me. And do you remember Joyce in the ladies' race at Pulhaley? Or was it Clacton? Oh, there she is now. Joyce, come on, Joyce. No, you're looking at the wrong one. Third bob from the left. That's Joyce. She's winning, she's won. Oh, it isn't her. You pointed out the wrong one. And then there were all those water displays. Oh, I well remember the high diving exhibition at Ayr. And then, who were those chaps? It was Mosney, wasn't it? Where we saw the comic diving display. Yes, quite amusing. What? Oh, I know I laughed so much that I fell into the water, but you needn't tell everybody. Still, those chaps were very clever, and I loved their demonstration of life-saving. And remember that fellow who dived from that immensely high tower at Ayr? Now, look here, how do you know it was wonderful? When he got near the top, you sat with your eyes tightly closed. And let me see, it was at Pulhaley, wasn't it, that Joyce came second in the beauty contest? Well, you, she had something to compete against. Where do all these lovely girls come from? I really don't know, and it's not for want of asking either. Oh, yes, we were very proud of our little Joyce. You know, I was very cross that I wasn't asked to be a judge at these competitions. I could never see well enough from where I was sitting. What? Well, how can you judge a girl's figure properly when you're sitting at least 2 yards away from her? Yes, I'd have made a good judge. Oh, yes. The time I had to reveal my knees to an admiring world. What's that? Glad you were right outside the camp when it happened. Woman, you do me wrong. Earth hath no loveliness like a man's knee. A nice, shiny, knobbly knee is a joy forever. It's just that you mere women are totally insensitive or else plain jealous. Isn't it lovely refreshing our memories like this? Good old album. This one is the Grand March past at Filey, I think, isn't it? I think one of the events we all looked forward to most was the march past, whatever camp we were in. Something rather stirring about it, with the band in front and everybody in the camp joining in and swelling the crowd, linking hands and arms and cheering as we went past the saluting base. It's pageantry, it's the spirit of carnival. There were usually 1 or 2 unrehearsed duckings too, I remember. At Filey, they even tried to teach me to skate. No, thank you. I know exactly the direction I want to go, and I find it rather disconcerting to find my feet traveling south while the rest of me is heading rapidly for the boating lake. But I used to love watching it at Mosney. You became quite expert at it, didn't you, dear? Didn't wear out more than 3 cushions during 1 week at Pulhaley, did you? Anyway, there's always an instructor to show you the proper way to do it. But bowls, that was my game. Kept me out of mischief for hours. And I'm ready to take on all comers at it, too. I bet I could have caught quite a few of them over there at Mosney a thing or two about bowls. Nonsense, woman. Bowls is not an old man's game. Lots of youngsters played it, too. And anyway, who says I'm old? Pride of the keep fit class, I was. Who kept jumping longest? I did. Who threw the ball hardest? I did. And who won the half-mile sprint? I just can't remember his name. The point is, you never have to do it. You just feel yourself wanting to, and it's astonishing how much better you feel for it. We both used to love the boating on the lake, didn't we? I don't think there's anything more peaceful than drifting along on the water with quiet, distant music. And the fountains played. We used to put the children in a boat with little paddles, and you and I set off for distant places in another. We never worried about the kiddies, did we? They couldn't capsize in one of those boats if they'd tried. Anyway, the lakes are so shallow. Of course, in this country of ours, it has been known to rain occasionally, but that never seems to worry us much at Butlin holiday camps. There's always adequate provision for a rainy day and plenty to do. What beats me is the number of different things they manage to think up for us. It's the organization that's so impressive. A black cloud comes up, and within 5 minutes, there's a whole show for us running smoothly somewhere under cover. Orchestras, cabarets, competitions, dancing, displays. Oh, what other kind of holiday includes an experienced staff laid on specially to organize your sport and entertainment like this, whatever the weather? And when the kiddies were in bed, we danced. Yes, even you and I danced, and we didn't creak too badly. That penny on the drum idea's a good one. To blazes with middle-aged dignity and stuffiness. I enjoy a cokie or a Butlin berry with the youngsters, and I usually stay till the final good-night campers kick up too. And when it was all over, back to our chalet. Home from home. An important thing, that. To feel quite at home while on holiday. Being at home and hearing the sea kissing the beach. Being at home where the cliffs and the high hills cuddle us in. Being at home where all these beauties are given us for our delight. And out there, in the scented evening, are our Joyce and Bill. Bless you. Have a very happy holiday. And when you're married, let us all go to Butlins and have fun like this all over again.